University, and Sam Walton Fellow, Nate Klein. You have 1 minute left in your setup period. You may now begin your presentation.
I invite you all to take a moment to think back to your childhood, back to when someone dumped out a big puzzle right in front of you.
At first, it seemed impossible, like none of the pieces would fit together, or maybe some of them were even missing.
But you kept working on it, and things started to come together.
There would be times when you put the wrong piece in the wrong place, but you would learn from that and move on.
Then, someone might come along and help you to flip over a piece you're looking for, or to point something out that you were missing, until it was all complete.
Life is no different than a puzzle, and for many, all they need is someone to help point out the right piece.
Or maybe someone who shows them what it could look like is all put together the right way.
This year, our Mount Mercy University Enactus team learned that even the most difficult puzzles have a solution if you can bring the right people and pieces together.
My name is Trevor, and this year I brought 50 entrepreneurs to our campus for our 3rd annual Market at the Mount.
Hi, I'm Marco, and this year I thought our team president was a bit crazy when he said we could triple the attendance of our market to over 1,000 people.
My name's Peter, and it's true. I was holding the clicker when 1,052 people came in and spent over $21,000 in just 4 hours at our market.
Last year, I met Sharon on a service trip in Belize. Hello, my name is Derek, and this year, I organized a trip for Sharon to fly from Belize to Iowa to sell at our market.
For the 2nd year in a row, Garrett and Sarah were at our market selling their crazy good meat. Hi, I'm Goa, And not only did we help them sell our own market, but also to find the right pieces to become a profitable business along the way.
Good afternoon. My name's Blake. And just 30 minutes after our market, I led a case competition where 6 entrepreneurs pitched their business to win a free website.
My name is Annie, and one of those business competition presenters was Immaculate. She's part of a group of African women refugees whom we met at the downtown farmers market in Cedar Rapids. Just 1 month later, a devastating flood hit our city, and these women helped us create a sustainable project.
It was just days before the flood of 2016 that I pitched in to make sandbags to protect my community. Hi, my name is Miranda, and after the floodwaters receded, I led an effort to transform those sandbags into reusable handbags, which you sold at our market.
Our founding Sisters of Mercy are proud of the 42 students that have volunteered nearly 2,000 hours giving back to make all the pieces fit this year for our team and our community.
While we don't have time to tell you about all of our successes and failures, today we want to tell you our story of how we were able to see opportunity, take action, and empower people to make all of their pieces fit through our most impactful team projects.
Every year, hundreds of vendors from the city and the country come to downtown Cedar Rapids for the local summer farmers market. Unfortunately, there are only very few options available for the vendors to sell their goods during the winter months, and the ones that are available are pretty costly, ranging from $30 to $100 per day.
So, 3 years ago, our team saw the opportunity to start a free annual winter market for local entrepreneurs. Our market puzzle was small in the first year, with just 22 vendors, followed by 31 in December of 2015. This year, we moved the location to our gym to accommodate our goal of 40 to 50 vendors and the big goal to nearly triple our attendance to over 1,000 people.
We knew this was a large task, so we had to do some things differently to attract more entrepreneurs and community members. It was during the Summer Farmers Market that we partnered with the Cedar Rapids Metro Economic Alliance to provide one-on-one consulting with entrepreneurs to help improve their business and recruit them for our winter market.
Our RSVP cards and personal recruiting worked, helping us to achieve our goal of bringing in 50 vendors, a 62% increase over the previous year. Another piece of the market puzzle was to increase those in attendance. To achieve this goal, we set out to make the event more family-friendly, but adding some fun elements. Not only did this bring more excitement to our campus, it brought more energy to our event.
We increased our marketing efforts on social media and even used some pre-social media tactics. Good old-fashioned yard signs. We beat our goal, tripling our attendance, the final number on our clicker, 1,052 attendees, in addition to 20 Enactus volunteers.
More importantly, we nearly tripled the revenue earned by the entrepreneurs in just 4 hours at the market to over $21,000, with vendors reporting a 60% profit margin. Even more impressive is that each vendor took home over $400 on average, an 83% increase over the previous year.
Our market at the Mount is the centerpiece to our Enactus team puzzle, helping us connect every other project we've worked on this year. Now, we knew the market was important for these entrepreneurs in the short term. We knew we could do so much more for them outside the market.
We identified a need to support our market, the Mount vendors, when over 50% surveyed said they did not have a way for customers to buy their products online after they left the market. A big missing piece to their business puzzle.
So, 2 years ago, we created an e-commerce case competition and opened up to anyone at the market. This year, 30 minutes after our market, 6 entrepreneurs walked through the snow to another building on campus to pitch their business plan to a group of business advisory members along with 2 members from GoDaddy to win a free website.
The women from Laura Marie Pendants won first place after selling more than $1,800 at our market. They had the most developed business plan and customer base that continues to ask when they can buy online. So we've met with them twice now at GoDaddy and followed up with user experience feedback, helping them to launch their store on May 1st.
On the other hand, the women of the African Women Empowerment Group are in need of a more foundational start. So we are continuing our work of SCORE, a group of retired executive mentors, to establish a business plan that will help guide their online efforts. You will hear more about our partnership with this amazing group in our final project.
Our final website winner holds a pretty special place in our heart. As members of our Enactus team traveled to Belize in January of 2016 and met Sharon, a local artisan trying to find her own pieces to her business puzzle.
Sharon had always wanted to come to the United States to sell her uniquely handmade Belizean goods, but never had the means to do so. So we figured bringing someone from Belize to Iowa during the winter was a perfect fit, even if she came during a blizzard.
We arranged 2 flights, B1 visa, lodging, transportation, and opportunities to sell at our market at the Mount, in addition to 4 days at our local downtown Nubo City Market. The pieces all came together, and Sharon had great success selling $1,350 of product in just 2 weeks.
This was over 17% of Sharon's annual income for 2016. She was able to experience a new culture of business, broaden her range of customers, and participate in our e-commerce case competition where she won a website through GoDaddy.
2 of our members have been working with Sharon and GoDaddy to create her online store, a missing piece to her business puzzle. With Sharon back in Belize, Skype sessions have included getting her website purchased and logged onto, organizing her inventory, and introducing her to a content management system.
After helping her put the pieces together in her return to Belize, Sharon is now selling her work in 3 new locations: a local hotel, the tourist village, and the Belize Museum. With Sharon's new experience and new website, she's turning over the missing pieces and can now see a clearer and greater picture for her business as well as her own future.
Tomorrow, one of our team members is going again to Belize on a service trip with plans to spend a great deal of time with Sharon to continue improving her website, as well as help with shipping and logistics related to international online business.
Crazy Good Meats has been a vendor at Market the Mount now for 2 years. Garrett and Sarah are entrepreneurs who sell beef sticks. They reached out to our advisor in the fall of 2015 after hearing how our team has helped other vendors. After helping them with their booth at the market, we knew we could do more to get their meat out.
When we first started off with Crazy Good Meat, they told us they didn't want to go corporate in big box stores, rather focus on selling only in small stores. While they had sales, they didn't have a business plan, consistent profits, and their financial documents were on yellow line paper. At the end of their 2015 fiscal year, they had products in 15 local convenience stores.
So we took what we've learned in the classroom, along with a business advisory member from SCORE, to help Garrett and Sarah with the little pieces of the puzzle, like defining a profit margin and making space for a barcode, which then allowed them to get into Hy-Vee grocery stores.
At one point, they were in 90 different locations, which needed to be cut back due to logistics. Currently, they've gained access to 30 convenience stores, 5 Hy-Vee grocers, and 25 additional stores. A 400% increase in store reach since we first started working together.
We helped Sarah move all their financial documents from yellow line paper into QuickBooks, which made a big difference as they're able to file their taxes on time this year, which they had not done in the previous year.
Also, in the past, they've been denied to request for a business loan. So I then projected their sales for future years until 2020. The business plan we put together and this projection helped them to secure a $40,000 line of credit at the end of 2016, providing a safety net for when large orders come in so they can expand inventory.
Following our team's market research on the competition, we came back with a recommendation to increase their wholesale price by 25 cents per pouch, which was well received by their store partners. This, along with store growth, helped increase their revenues to $88,000 at the end of 2016, with increased profit margins.
All of the pieces are falling into place for the Crazy Good Meats team with multiple months of profit, and now they have been paying themselves. From marketing and logistics to accounting systems and profit margins, we have learned so much along the way to help this business become more sustainable thanks to the connection we made at our own market.
Unfortunately, not everything we were a part of was so crazy good, including the natural disaster that impacted our city.
The Cedar Rapids community wasn't about to let another flood destroy its town just 8 years after the last natural disaster in 2008. With just 5 days to plan, countless volunteers prepared for rising waters. People from every school and neighborhood showed up to deliver food, help move furniture, and of course, fill sandbags. They were all in it together to save their city, and so were we.
Cedar Rapidians spent long hours in at times chilly temps building more than 250,000 of these. Some Mount Mercy students were among the thousands helping build the bags. They were mid-scoop at a bagging site when an idea came to mind.
We knew there was potential that a lot weren't going to be touched, so we kind of thought, like, what are we going to do with these bags, and is there something we can do before they just get tossed in the landfill?
After some discussion, Derek Seidel says the kids settled on making the bags like these.
Turn these sandbags into reusable handbags.
Seidel is a leader in the school's chapter of Enactus. That's a group that teaches kids about entrepreneurship. He said the sandbag-handbag transition was a perfect group project for this year. Seidel and his team have partnered with area nonprofits, which will stitch the bags together and print the logos, turning these concepts into something people can purchase. A lot of them. The group hopes to produce about 2,500, the first being ready before Christmas.
The opportunity we found was to create a sustainable project that would keep thousands of plastic bags out of our landfill. Little did we realize the impact it would have on not only our community, but on individuals along the way.
On a brisk October morning, our team gathered at Cedar Rapids' largest sandbag drop-off site. We were able to recruit 50 community volunteers to help desand our goal of 2,500 sandbags. Nearly 5 hours later, we surpassed our goal and emptied 4,000 sandbags, preventing them from reaching the landfill.
After a chilly attempt at washing by hands, we then transitioned to a more efficient laundromat process. While we became pretty good washing, we knew we had to work with local partners to turn our idea into reality. With our concept in mind, we chose to partner with two main businesses.
Tony is an entrepreneur who owns Red Ball Printing, a screen printing company that was impacted by the flood. We chose to partner with Tony to screen print our designs onto each bag.
The second business we contacted was African Women Empowered, whom, if you recall, is a vendor that attended our market. These women are African refugees who specialize in custom embroidered bags, making them the perfect fit to sew on high-quality handles.
The next piece of the puzzle was to generate a price point for both product development and sales. After negotiation with our two partners, it would cost $1 per bag for screen printing and $5 per bag for embroidery. We also included administrative costs of $1 for expenses such as washing and tagging, bringing our total cost per bag to $7.
After serving our community partners, the wholesale price we agreed on was $15, with an MSRP of $20, which created a $5 profit for small businesses that would sell our sandbags to handbags. We sold them retails ourselves at $20 per bag at our own market and other markets.
The popularity of our project helped to kickstart our sales. Within the first week, we were able to sell over 200 bags wholesale and have since partnered with 6 local businesses to resell the handbags. We also made various custom designs to sell in smaller sets and allowed businesses to customize their own if they ordered over 100. Since the end of November, we have sold over 1,000 bags, bringing in over $16,000 in revenue.
While we have not yet hit our sales goal, we have exceeded our break-even point, which means upcoming profits will be available for future club projects and community partnerships. We have paid our screen printer over $1,000, and in February, we presented an $11,000 check to the African Women Empowered Group for the work they have completed.
We wanted to ensure we pay them a fair wage of just over $10 per hour for their work, and the $11,000 check was 55% of their total revenue in 2016. The impact this had on Immaculate and our fellow refugees wasn't just about dollars, though. It was about providing them an opportunity to improve their livelihood and shed light on the positive impact they can have on our community.
As we get farther away from the flood, it has become more difficult to keep this on top of mind for consumers. So we continue to identify new partnerships where we can sell this spring and summer, such as our largest area employer, Rockwell Collins.
We have set up an agreement to sell at the Cedar Rapids Downtown Farmers Market to reach our goal of 2,500 bags by the beginning of the fall semester.
As our founders, the Sisters of Mercy have taught us, sometimes it isn't about the pieces of the puzzle, but how they all work together that truly makes a difference in the world.
We created an opportunity during the winter months for 50 entrepreneurs to earn more than $21,000 when 1,000 people came to our campus for our 3rd annual Market at the Mount.
Over the course of the last year, we have helped 6 women-owned enterprises win a free website.
Sharon has left the toxic business situation she was in, begun to sell in 3 new locations, and now she has an online presence after visiting our team from Belize, where where she made over $1,300 in sales in just 2 weeks.
Crazy Good Meat now has a business plan, a $40,000 line of credit, deliverouts, and consistent profits to go along with their 400% store growth over the last year.
The story of sandbags to handbags reached hundreds of thousands of people, but more importantly, we're
Thank you, Mount Mercy University. Your presentation time has expired. We will now begin the question and answer period.
Hi, Vijay Shankar from SureTech Brands. You talk about a little bit about your entrepreneurs that you help bring into the mount to market. How do you determine who gets to participate? Sounds like you gave them a free entrance fee, correct? Now, as demand grows, how are you going to pick and choose who's going to participate and who's not? Thank you.
So currently, the Mount Mercy market at the Mount has been growing a lot, and we haven't had any major capacity issues yet. But now that we get to vendors that are 50 and 60, we're going to start making them have. So a few didn't show up this past year, so we're going to make them put down a deposit fee for the market of the Mount. And to continue our market of the Mount, we also look at our farmers market, and we want to diversify the kind of vendors that we offer at the Hill to help make more consumers come and enjoy that product. So we're going to look to have a diverse set of vendors at the market of the Mount.
On Crazy Good Meats, just a quick question on time and allocation of effort between you and SCORE. I didn't get a clear sense for how much SCORE did and how much you did.
So we partnered up with SCORE 2 years ago. It was actually my first project, and SCORE was always with us in the meetings, and we helped them. The business plan, SCORE helped us to write the business plan. We wrote it, and they went over it. Same with the financial documents. I made all the calculations, and SCORE went over it, so to make sure it's all correct.
Hi, thank you. Can you give us an example of how you empowered or actually taught some of your targets to become effective at this so that we're self-sustaining?
A perfect example is Crazy Good Meat. We worked with them for the past 2 years, and they're actually moving to Minnesota now. And I believe over the past 2 years, we gave them enough tools that they actually can run their own business now and do not need help from us anymore. So I think that's a great example.
My question relates to sustainability of the project of the sand to bags. If you were to purchase the bags, how will that affect the business model and your profitability?
With the project of sandbags to handbags, we've been able to have over $16,000 in revenue, 11,000 of that going to the African Women Empower Group, which has been 55% of their total revenue. So that has been awesome with them. But we continue, we have about 1,500 more bags that we can sell, and we are looking for different routes of what we can do with that project. So if any of you are interested in buying any sandbags, feel free to contact us. So that's just kind of how we continue to look at different markets, and we are going to be selling at our downtown farmers market this summer, and we hope to finish selling the rest of our bags this summer.
Another part of that of just helping the African Women Empowered is they were actually one of the vendors that won a free website. So we've met with them several times to help set up that website and also create a business plan, which they really don't have right now. As we were meeting with them, we realized that they also don't have a way for customers to pay with credit card or debit cards. So we also set up a Square account so that they're able to get more revenue that way.
I'm curious, when you emptied all the sandbags, did you plan to do anything with the sand, or where did it go? And was there a sustainability aspect to the other part of the product?
So to answer that part of the question, the city will actually come back and pick up the sand and put it back into their area for future use again for like when the winter comes and we can sand the roads.
Hi. On the sandbag project, you now represent a significant part of the revenue for the sewing folks. What are you doing, or what are you doing together to prepare them for when you are successful?
The question and answer time has expired. Judges, please join me in thanking the Mount Mercy University Enactus team.